Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we take a look at the second batch of the Spinnaker Dumas, one of the best-selling and in my opinion the best-looking Spinnakers so far. When I reviewed the first generation a couple of months ago, I simply loved the thing. It was bold, well-made, and just cool with its Omega Ploprof inspired design. I say inspired as it was not a direct copy, but simply took some design cues while remaining original. In that review, I had only one complaint. I said the watch should be offered with a mesh bracelet, as it would suit the style of the watch perfectly and also balance the heavy watch case better than the supplied rubber strap that made the watch top heavy. Luckily, I can say this is one of the very rare occasions when the manufacturer had the same idea. So for this second batch, they included a beautiful and quite massive mesh bracelet. It has to be one of the thickest and heaviest bracelets I have tried, and comes with a nice and equally massive machined clasp. The clasp uses friction sizing, meaning it has an infinite amount of positions and can be adjusted without any tools, making on-the-go sizing easy and fast. The massive bracelet might be a downside on some watches, but on Dumas, it gives a nice balance to the equally massive watch case, and I can say that now we have a perfectly balanced watch, which is kinda important on a piece that weighs more than 200 grams. The only disappointment is the keeper that moves around too easily, making me readjust it all the time. Spinnaker should definitely come up with a different keeper design, as this simply doesn't work as intended. Another change to the second batch is an increased selection of colors available. The first generation had a choice of two colors, black and blue that I reviewed, while the second batch added yellow and this, polar white. Although I find the blue to be best suited for the character of the watch, I wanted to see the white version in person, so I chose this. I knew I made the right decision as soon as I opened the box, as the watch looks just amazing. It may not be as serious as the blue or black, but the white dial combined with blue markers in hands and these red little details just makes for an interesting watch to look at. It really draws attention and gets noticed by other people. Then again, that might be partially the result of the octagonal case with polished bevels all around, as they make the watch catch and reflect the light as you move it around. To help the watch handle scratches better, and to stop it from being too blingy, all other surfaces are brushed, with the sides having vertical brushing and the top of the case a circular one. The bezel is polished and comes with 120 clicks. It is tight so you won't have any accidental movement, but not too tight as to make it unusable. The bezel insert is sadly not sapphire but mineral, while sapphire is used for the main crystal only. The numerals on the bezel are all loomed, and the loom in general on this is quite good. It is nothing spectacular, but it does make the watch readable all night long. The encapsulated logo on the crown is still here, and it really goes well with the white dial, while giving the watch a more expensive look. The crown is easy to grab and easy to operate. The winding is smooth, but something you won't be using that much, as the Seiko NH35 movement powering this thing has one of the most efficient automatic winding systems out there. It beats at 21,600 bph and comes with both hacking and the already mentioned hand winding. The movement is visible through the exhibition caseback, probably the only thing I would change on this, as it just seems out of place on a toolish looking watch like this, and I would honestly prefer a deeply engraved solid caseback, especially given the 300 meters of water resistance. So Spinnaker Dumas is an original take on the 1970s Omega Ploprof, and I can say I like it just as much, if not more, in this second batch. The biggest improvement is the massive bracelet that balances the watch both literally and aesthetically. Unfortunately, the keeper will require intervention with a set of pliers to make it tighter until Spinnaker comes up with a better solution. This second batch is priced at $400, which is $50 more than the regular rubber strap version. That gives you the option of buying the rubber one and finding an alternative mesh bracelet if you think $50 is too much for a bracelet upgrade. But that is only possible with the black and blue for now. If, like me, you wanted this polar version, you have to get the $400 one. Luckily, you can always use my coupon code WatchGeek20 to get 20% off that price, bringing the watch down to $320. Which is quite acceptable for such a beastly and cool looking diver. Well, that completes this week's video, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.